What is going on, everybody? This is EK1 Gaming here, and today's video we're going to be taking a look at what do the community want next for Division 2. Now, of course, I can only speak on behalf of the people who have reached out to me and sent me messages, and I've had quite a lot of messages over the last few days. I took a couple of days off. I've come back and my inbox has been pretty full again, but there's some great ideas in there and great indications of what people actually want from the game now that obviously the raid's done. So guys, if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit the like button and hit the subscribe button with the little notification bell to be notified every time we upload content. Now, to get straight into the video, one of the main things that has come out in the last few weeks is, of course, the Iron Horse raid. Now, if you haven't completed the raid, you know people are still trying to get through different bosses. Of course, it's a great thing to play. I really had a lot of fun during the raid. It took us just around 3 days on and off, not full days. It took us probably around 20 hours to complete the whole raid. We did it without looking at what everyone else did or without using any kind of PDFs, etc. So we earned it while we did it. It took us longer than normal, but hey, I actually really enjoyed the content. But that then begged to question afterwards, and it's something that I said before the raid even came out, is that when they bring out the raid, they're going to need to bring something with it, because of course the raid is not going to last forever, right? And you can already see on the leaderboards right now that the raid has been completed in 31 minutes from start to finish. So it's of course not replayable. It's pretty much too easy to do right now. People have found ways to make it a lot easier, to kill bosses a lot easier, and sometimes even skipping some of the mechanics, which is fine, okay, which is great. So when you get these weapons, what do you do next? And this is something that people have been messaging me, saying they've got the new Ravenous or Regulus or whatever they've got, but now they're fed up because they're using that weapon in the same old missions that they were fed up of before the raid came out. And this is something I said when they were going to release the raid, and I asked the question many times and didn't get any response. So I asked the question, what, are you bringing anything out for the solo players, okay? And people are going to still argue the fact whether there should be or shouldn't be matchmaking. You know my opinion on this. There should be matchmaking for the raid. But however, you know, some people disagree. It's fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. So the basis of this is there going to be content for solo players? And is there going to be more content on top of the raid? Because, of course, the raid, it won't last forever, you know, it doesn't last forever. It's got a very short lifespan, you know, a week or 2 weeks, that's it. By the time people have done the raid, they've got what they wanted from the raid, they won't run it again then. There's nothing else to gain from doing the raid. And that's the question that's popped up again now. It's a simple question. What do we do now? What's next, okay? And I had a lot of ideas of what they could have done, and I put them across to the devs, etc. on the forums, but I didn't get any response. But I don't always expect a response, you know. I'm not like priority. I don't need them to respond to me every 2 minutes. But yeah, I put it out there. Hopefully they'll look at that and, of course, act on some of those suggestions. Maybe they won't, but oh well. So basically, yeah, so people in the community messaging me like, EK, we're bored of the game now, you know, can you push it so we get something? Or, you know, what are they going to, just tell us about something. Now, my answer to that is possibly they're going to be talking about things over the next couple of weeks on State of the Game. I'd like to think that in the next sort of 2 weeks, they will start talking about what's next in terms of content, because they can't leave it much longer now. Until they have to bring something else out. And that brings us to Skyscraper. You know, people found out about Skyscraper using, you know, they debugged the information, and Skyscraper's coming. It was confirmed on a State of the Game, which is fantastic. And I like the sound of Skyscraper, what we know so far. However, I personally don't think that this is what's going to be coming out in the next, you know, month or a couple of months. I honestly feel that Skyscraper, if it's going to be what it's kind of debunked to be, then in my opinion, that is going to be a paid DLC. So that's potentially going to be year 3 content and probably locked behind payment. And that's not saying that they shouldn't do that. That's just saying that, like, the question I'm asking is what are we going to do in between that? And you know, they might surprise us. They might come out on State of the Game and be like, hey, we're launching Skyscraper. But I doubt that very much right now. It's very early on for them just to release a massive update like that just after TU10. The only issue with TU10 was there was nothing. There was gear sets, there was brand sets, there was weapons, but you're still using them in the same way or in the same place. So there was no update to, like, DZ, there was no update to any missions, and let's be honest, the global events are absolutely awful. And it seems like there's no kind of thought into the global events at all. It's just the same crap over and over again. Now, me personally, I really enjoyed the global events on Division 1. You know, where you used to have to do Falcon Lost without using any healing or stuff like that. They were the good days, you know, to get the masks. Those were good ways to get people to play the game more. You know, people don't want to replay the same content here. And it's getting stale. And, you know, if we're all being honest, this is not just me saying, oh, it's, you know, I'm digging at the devs or anything like that. But the game is getting stale. You know, it's pretty stale right now. There's not really much to do. There's not really much to make you turn the game on. PvP, okay, I think it's improved a little bit. However, now everyone's just running Riot Foam. So it's just kind of, Riot Foam is the new Seeker Mines, you know. It's kind of just killed off the PvP aspect a little bit more. But hey, time to kill was improved slightly, I will say that, but still not to a level where it's like playable or you really want to go and enjoy it and play it more. So that's one of the questions that's been asked. Another question that's been asked is, of course, what the hell is going on with the World's First, because the picture's not up there. Now, I believe, I had to ask this question to somebody else. I'm pretty sure they said they would do it in the next update. They would update the picture. Now, there's been a lot of speculation, of course. Why isn't the picture updated? Is it because the World's First cheated? Is it because they're investigating? I don't know. You know, I honestly don't know the answer. I don't work for Ubisoft or Massive. I really have no idea. They did say they were going to investigate, but it doesn't look like they've really done anything in terms of investigation, or at least anything to tell the community what's actually happening, which I think is a little bit bad on them. However, the state of the game is tomorrow, so they might speak about it there. I think people will be asking questions in the chat, of course, as normal. Let's just see if they get a response. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm kind of hoping that they're going to address the fact that people still are a little bit bored of the game, especially those players who can't get a raid team together. And if you can't, we are taking people through, but at a slow pace for me, especially right now, because I've got a lot going on at home right now where I'm not always on my computer as much as I would be, especially not for the next couple of weeks. There will still be videos, I'll still be streaming every now and then, but then after a few weeks I'll be back to a clear schedule for you guys, so you'll be able to know when I'm uploading, know when I'm streaming, and know when we're going to be doing different things. So I suppose this video is just kind of, you know, asking you guys, what would you want to see next? And this is a big question, and this question is going to have been on the screen for the whole video. So I want you just to type it in the comment section below. What would you want to see next from the Division? And that can be many different things. That can be existing things, things added to them. So maybe, I don't know, more legendary missions. So like make Jefferson Trade legendary, or, you know, add something like that and change it a little bit. That would even, to me, get people replaying that content, especially if there was good rewards for doing those legendaries. And of course it changed up the mission slightly just to make it a little bit more interesting. It could be, of course, that you want, I don't know, new weapons. Maybe you want an old gear set back. Like me personally, I think Reclaimer would be a cool set to bring back. But there again, I'm the first one to complain when they bring back an already made set, because I call them lazy. They don't want to make a new set. However, for you healers out there, I really hope that there's something that you can do. There's kind of some heal builds going around now, which I like, because I think it's a role-based game and each player should have a different role, such as like healing, DPS, skills, etc. So yeah, just basically let me know in the comment section below. Let's compile some information, go back to the devs, and hopefully they'll just take a look. Don't know if they're going to listen or care, but hopefully they'll take a look. And just to let you guys know, I am reading your messages that you're sending me on my inboxes. If I don't reply to every one of you, I will get round to replying to all of you. I'm trying my best right now. I literally have so many messages, and of course I've got a lot going on. So thank you everyone for bearing with me. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified of all the videos. Take care, everybody, and I'll look forward to reading all your comments in the comment section below. Let's go!